What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Haji Salad. I hope every single one of you guys having a great day. So for this video, I got a special video for you guys. It's just to talk about why it's so hard to get a job in 2023. I know I've been really struggling a lot, to find a job before I landed the current one that I work right now. I'm just gonna sit here and just kind of talk to you guys like one-on-one and just give you guys a couple tips. I'm sorry if I sound stuffed. I've had this cold, and I've been trying to take these cough drops. So if I sound stuffed, I apologize for this video, but I'm trying to upload at least one video a week. So I'm going to be completely transparent. So if I sound like I'm just like trying to squeeze my words out, is because I'm still suffering from this cold. I got a bit of a sore throat, but hey, the grind never stopped. We're fighting through. Okay. No excuses. The grind continues. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to basically talk about a couple reasons why you may be struggling to find a job in 2023. As we know, after dealing with that pandemic and everybody getting kicked out of their jobs and just things being just absolutely crazy, life has changed a lot. When COVID happened, I was taking it as a joke. I'm not going to lie. I didn't think it was going to be as serious as it was going to be, but damn, I'm just glad to say that we're past that time, and hopefully we never experience anything like that in our lifetime, because that was craziness. But with that being said, I think some of the main reasons why a lot of people struggle to find a job, and why I struggled to find a lot of jobs when I was unemployed, and it took me almost 2 to 3 months to find a job, is I feel like nowadays, to find that job that you're looking for, it's not really about what you know, it's who you know. Because the last 2 jobs that I have professionally after graduating college, the last 2 jobs I've had, guys, I didn't go on Indeed and find those jobs. I knew people that were hiring for that job, or people told me about somebody hiring for that position. And those people that told me, gave me a recommendation. They came up to me. My first job out of college, my first, I would say, professional job out of college was as a case manager. And, while I was looking, different places, because the current job I was working, I hated that job and I did not like it, and I was looking to leave. And I was applying at jobs on Indeed, and I was just finding jobs that I really didn't like. And the jobs that I was applying for really weren't within my field. And so one of my friends that I knew that used to work at a center was like, "Hey, Haji, I see that you went to school for social work or, sociology. I feel like you would be a good fit for this job. I want you to go and apply." And I was just so shocked because, this is one of my close friends, and she's a really great person. And, I would have never got that job if she didn't recommend me. So I went on the website. I applied, I told them, "Hey, my friend put in a good word for me. This is a school that I went to. I feel like I'm able to do this job." And I feel like just from that recommendation, I was able to land that job. And I worked there for about 2 years. And I really liked my experience. It was a really good job. So I liked working there. But the reason why I landed that job was because somebody put in a word for me. The same with the job that I have right now. I have a job currently. I'm a program coordinator, and I work fully remote. It's like 70-80% remote. Sometimes we have meetings at the office, but I currently love what I do right now. And I also am trying to get into the tech field as well. So I'm trying to do tech part-time as well. So I'm still looking to get a tech job. But right now I'm like a program coordinator for a nonprofit organization, and I absolutely love my job. And how I got this job was because one of my sisters and one of my cousins, I should say, and one of my coworkers recommended me this job. They both tell me, "Hey, Haji, we think you would be a good fit for this job. You should apply." And at first I told them, I'm like, "Guys, I don't know. I'm trying to, break into a different field, tech. And, I'm really obsessed with the tech field, and I really want to, take my first step into get into the tech field. But this is me being unemployed for almost like 3 months now." And they were just like, "Hey, if you want to do something to just get on your feet until you break into tech, we feel like this would be a good fit for you." And I was like, "You know what? Why not?" Because the job is remote, and that's something within, I'm going to be using like tech products or computers all the time. So I was like, "You know what? I'll give it a chance. I'll apply. I'll just go and do an interview. And if I don't like it, I'm not going to take the job." So I went and I did my interview, and they were really impressed. They were ready to hire me right after my first interview. And that's another thing. When people recommend you to a job, it's serious, because those people are saying they trust the person that they're bringing on. So network, guys. You have got to go out and network and find people that are working in places that you want to work at. So for example, if you're trying to break into tech, or if you're trying to break into, you want to become IT, or whatever job you want to pursue, I would say just start talking to people. So this is an example. So I go to the gym and I play basketball like 3 times a week. And sometimes when I'm playing basketball, I have just some guys that'll be around and we just chit chat. And sometimes, I introduce myself and I ask them like, what do you do for a living? Or like, where do you work at? And mind you, people will literally tell you anything about themselves as long as you ask. And that's not even really a private question to ask somebody what they do for a living, because anybody can just reply to that. And people love talking about themselves and their jobs. So don't make it weird. People love talking about themselves. People love talking about what they do. So a lot of the people that I go and play basketball with, and it's random people I go and play basketball with at the gym that I work out at, and they're always willing to tell me where they work at. And that's right there is networking. Networking is that easy. Like, I met one person at the gym. His name was Dave, and I asked him where he works at, and he says he works for this like traveling company, and he does like remote work. And I told him I'm interested in doing something like that, and he was like, you know what, go and apply for my company, and I'll try to put in a good word for you. Guys, it was that easy. I've only seen this dude like twice in my lifetime, and just because I asked him about what he does, I showed interest, I was nice to him, he said he would put a word in for me, and I've only known this dude for like 2 days. So you have to go out there and network. I'm not saying go to a gym. If you don't work out, that's fine. I would say maybe go to a coffee shop, go to the library, go to a college campus, or even if you see somebody driving a nice car somewhere and they have a nice car, go and ask him, hey, like, what do you do for a living? Or how can you afford this really nice car? Like, this is a really nice car. If you compliment people and tell them like they have a really nice car, they have a really nice hoodie or something like that, that right there is just telling them that you're really interested in what they do. And people will always want to talk about themselves. So that's the number one thing. Network. Learn how to talk to people, communicate with people, and just ask. A closed mouth will never get fed. Always ask. If they tell you that they're working at a place that you would be interested in, ask them, hey, like, is your company hiring? Like, I'm looking for a job. Is your company hiring? Like, do they need somebody? And believe it or not, guys, if you ask, they'll probably be like, okay, let me go look on the website. Let me get your number. You'll get their number. And guess what? You have their number, and you'll always be able to communicate with them. And even if their job is not hiring, right away, you still have their number. So that way, if their job is eventually hiring, guess who they're going to think about? You. So that's why it's important to network. Make sure you get those people's numbers, because being able to network, get their numbers, and be in communication with them is going to get the word in for you. So make sure you just go out there and talk to people and network. So that's another important thing. Here's something else. I feel like you have to be vulnerable. I feel like a lot of people in 2023, they just don't put themselves out there. You know what I'm saying? You have to go out and take risks. I'm not saying you have to go do skydiving or something like that, but get out of your comfort zone. A lot of people think like career fairs are like kind of lame. I think career fairs are really good. So if you're looking for a job, you have to go hunting, go to career fairs. You can look online. If you don't know how to find career fairs, go look online and search up career fairs within like the area that you live in. If you know a certain place that you want to work at, like a certain building, a certain company, and that company has an office within your area, go to that office and ask them, hey, are you guys hiring? Give them your resume, give them your phone number, give them your portfolio, whatever you have to do. You have to put yourself out there, because in 2023, no one's coming to you. No one is coming to you. You have to go and find these jobs. Indeed is really important. It's a really good place to find jobs. But I feel like the year that we live in, or the generation that we live in, is all about network. It's all about who you know. So make sure you go to any career fairs. If you don't know any career fairs, go look them up in the website. You can find anything online. Go look it up online. If you know a building or a company that you want to work at and they have an office, or let's say you want to work at Chase and you want to be a banker, go to Chase. Ask them, hey, are you guys hiring for a position here? You can start off as, maybe a teller. And if you want to move on to become like a loan officer, or you want to move on to become, whatever, a branch manager, whatever you want to be, you can eventually get to that spot. But you'll never know. You We'll never know unless you put yourself out there, make yourself vulnerable, and show these companies that you are interested and you want to, you can be benefit to the company and you can be somebody, like, you know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to do a quick sit down and give you guys some helpful tips. I hope these tips help you guys. I struggled to find a job for about 3 months and it was very hard, but I was very patient and I wasn't just sitting around. I was trying, I was applying every day, I was networking, I was reaching out to people, and I eventually landed a job where I'm like remote and I work from home. I'm home every single day. If it's cold outside, I don't want to have to go to the office. I don't go to the office. I stay at home and I can do other side hustles while I'm working my job. It's really amazing. I love what I do. I get my work done. My boss, I love my boss. I love my coworkers. I love what I do. And hopefully my goal is to help you guys find a job that you guys love. So hopefully you guys found these tips very helpful. If you guys have any questions, any comments, let me know in the comment section. If you guys are interested in course careers, it's basically a platform that helps you break into tech, break into IT or web development. And most of these jobs are remote. And some of these jobs, the average starting salary is like $60,000 a year. So if you guys are interested in course careers, make sure you guys check in the description below for course careers to get 50% off course careers if you guys are interested. As always, I hope you guys find that job you're looking for. And I hope you guys find this video interesting. Like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.